and welcome into the Sagebrush, which is sort of kind of game that might be quite interesting because it touches at different kind of storytelling that we are used to, and of course I am more known for these type of games actually, if you can believe it, from my playlist until now. I do enjoy single player story driven games, and this felt that it might be right up my alley. In a way, it's supposed to be a little bit controversial because it touches the it touches the real kind of things. I'm not exactly sure how to call it, but well, you will see. I'm not going to say it because it just I know I would mess it up. But it is a strange game, and I think people should actually know about a little more of a little projects than just your usual uh, trend like games like Battlefield and you know Siege, Rainbow Six Siege and stuff, Call of Duty. These games has a place. So I'm not going to talk over a lot of footage because it's supposed to have a narration, I think. So I'm going to only talk when the story will let me talk in that kind of way. And well, let's see what this is about. Yeah, I can see you.
I met Anne first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident. She smiled at me as if she had known me as a kid, and we were just catching up after all these years. She told me she could tell I had a hole in my life. She knew what that was like, she said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing, nothing at all, that what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough. I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
I already like the voice actors. It sounds very kind of honest. Not cheap. Okay. Albuquerque or oh, that's always like the place I could not spell correctly. Object, press X, okay. Examine car. Not going to lie, you're surprised it actually made it all the way here. You brought some gear in the trunk. Okay. This driving is a little bit awkward. So, to open your inventory, press triangle. A pair of wire cutters you borrowed from the house. Yep. There's something there. Still? Oh, okay. I'm just guessing. The gate won't budge, and you didn't bring anything to bust through. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, right. I get it. To use an item, interact with an object to bring up the inventory, then press X. Yeah, well, that's what happens. The wire cutters clip through the rusting fence easily and create a small hole. Right. Small enough to go through in a standing. Yeah, it looks to be retro styled, which I do like, and actually this is kind of like very unique way how, which is cool. Okay, let's see. Well, there's a broken window right there. I think I will have to go through it, but let's try door first. Okay. Right. Oh, this is good. This is having a really great atmosphere pickup map. It can be a little confusing getting around our little home. Don't worry, Sister Anne has printed some maps to help you get acclimated. Jesus, that's a word. Okay, press. Ooh. Okay, where am I now? Community hall? Yeah, that's a community hall. There's a car. I have no idea why they had my car on the map already, but okay. Okay, I like it. Me like it. Okay, so impress me game. You're supposed to be controversial, so okay. It's too dark to make out much detail. I can see it. It's a dude. Seriously, it's a dude. I don't have to use flashlight for that. Okay, there's a. Oh, it's 90s, so yeah.
Well, I had just graduated from college. You know, I was a communications major. That part was true. So I graduated and I couldn't find a job. I had no idea what I wanted to do and got pretty depressed. My boyfriend at the time said I was holding him back and took off, so that was that. I could have moved home, but I didn't. I stayed out in California, but it's not like I had any friends there. My parents would call and I would just lie about how things were going. I didn't know what I wanted because I guess I didn't really want anything. I would wake up and just count the seconds ticking off of my life until I fell back asleep. We were all broken in some way, I think. Some more than others.
I don't know why that had to be black and white, but well, actually, many people feel burnout of life very, very early on in their life. I mean, like, you never know exactly what you want to do before something happens, so yeah. Somebody taking that more easier than the others, somebody is taking harder, but yeah, that's the life. Let's do that. Oh, come on. Do I have a battery? Oh, wait. Nope. Oh, I used my bolt cutters. This is kind of like a gameplay technique. I never get it. Like, you use the item and it's somehow the thing will eat the item or whatever. Oh. Okay, so it's a generator. I will not get a flashlight. That's great. Right. Okay. Close this. Generator. Sometimes it's out, sometimes it's in cellar. Okay, let's just find the generator right away. I will explore after I will have a light, because I seriously don't want to just read all the time. You can't see it. Okay, so I might expecting this to be outside. Somewhere around. Maybe? Please tell me that it's true. That I'm not just circling the freaking building for nothing. Because I can't sprint. Or can I? Oh, I can! Okay. Way better. Oh! That looks like a thing. Let's see. Yep, that's a thing. You turn the key, press the button, and the generator hums to life. It's alive! I made it alive! Okay. Right. Okay. A ping pong table. It's the only game you see around. Doesn't seem like there's enough room to play. Yeah, actually, yeah. Huh. You take a book off of the shelf. We know the conspiracy can trace itself back as far as the 4th century, when Athanasius and his cronies first began to exclude essential works from the Bible. Right? You flip through a pamphlet on the shelf. There is an ancient law that modern society has fought to bury. The role of man is to protect and nourish the flesh. The role of the woman is to protect and nourish the soul. Okay. You take a Bible from the shelf and skim. For Christ also suffered once for sins, the righteous for the unrighteous, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive in the spirit. Yep, definitely religious. Okay, let's see. The painting shows an intensely focused middle-aged man. He holds a book in his left hand. The painting seems less than professional, but the man's determination shows through. Okay. An angel walks through an empty field, his hands pressed together in prayer. Kind of unclear. Okay. Okay. This painting depicts an angel tenderly cradling the corpse of Jesus Christ in his tomb. Okay. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put about 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean until the even. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the even. And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the even. Okay, that's... You look tired. Well, that's about loyalty, right? So, yeah, you can't sin by being disloyal. Another? Jesus said to him, He that is washed needeth not save to wash his feet, but is clean everywhere, and ye are clean, but not all. Right. I'm still looking tired. Okay, nice to know. Let's just scoop a little. Can I crouch? Nope. Okay. Oh, get to know the newest members of the flock. Welcome them with open arms and open hearts. My name is Christopher. I'm from Flagstaff. I was a farmer before and I hope to lend my expertise to help feed the flock. Fun fact: I hold the record for most blue ribbons at the Arizona State Fair livestock competition. It's a small town. Ridiculously small town. I'm Viola. My two wonderful children, my son Lucas and daughter Juliet, are from Fresno. I'll be helping out with the schooling our children in the ways of the Lord. Fun fact: I was born in Vancouver, so I'm technically also Canadian. That's a fun fact. Hello, I'm Peyton. I'm from a small town in Oklahoma. You've probably never heard of. I run a grocery store in town, but ever since it shut down, I've been looking for something more. Father James is helping me find that. Fun fact: I served in the Navy for a term. How is that fun fact? Okay. Hello friends, I'm Candice. I love cooking and crafts, so I hope I can help energize the flock so that we may fulfill his word. Fun fact, I can speak 3 languages. Good to know. I'm Josiah. Josiah? And I'm so thankful to you and to the Lord for giving me a home after years living on the streets. I finally feel like I have a family. Fun fact, blank. Nothing funny about that. Hello, I'm Lillian. I was a student at USC before I dropped out because I couldn't stand the indoctrination anymore. I was looking for truth, and I didn't find it there. Now I know I was looking in the wrong place. Fun fact, I've been to 4 continents in the last 3 years. And last and not least, my name is Vance. I saw through the lies of my parents' church. They were filling our heads with blasphemy. Now I see the truth of it because of Father James. Fun fact, I'm a really fast reader. Oh yeah, I know where this is going. Okay, let's see. Read performance schedule. Monday, Tuesday, I plays original hymns. Tuesday, gospel reading. Wednesday, Juliet violin recital. Thursday, gospel reading. Friday, children's reenactment of Book of Samuel. Note: the power has been pretty finicky lately. You might have to restart the generator to get the lights back on. The key is in the box and the generator is around the side. Okay, I suppose I had to read that before, but well, I am a clever boy, so whatever. You have nothing on me. Okay, so let's see. Oh Jesus. Leonard, the panther is not your personal snack driver. Food is for the flock to share. If you keep stealing cookies from the storeroom, you will have to answer for your crimes in the cleansing room. Please pray and reflect on your actions and how they harm the flock. I'm praying for you too. Oh, that's a little bit harsh. Oh, this will be a lot of text heavy, so... Okay. Leonard hasn't had heeded warnings about taking more than his share of food. He keeps swiping snacks from the storage room, until we can straighten him out. I've decided to move his favorite foods into the farm shed and hide the key on the side of the bookshelf, next to the ping pong table. Okay, wait, side of the bookshelf next to the ping pong table, okay. Got it. Cardboard boxes labeled utensils, decorations, grains, etc. Stacks of cardboard boxes storing everything from jars of yeast and jars of jam to paper plates and replacement light bulbs. Right. Well, okay. That should be a kitchen, if I'm correct, and that should be light switch. Yep. They literally had to have information about every single thing here. Okay, I'm not going to read what they eat. Due to power outage, food stores have spoiled. We will have to replace the bland meals with canned foodstuffs. and produced until new supplies are acquired. Okay, so problems with the electricity. You open the door and immediately slam it shut after the overwhelming stench of rotting meat hits your nostrils. So practically they disappear because if they would not, they would clean that up. You fiddle with the knobs, there is no hiss of gas, no clicking ignition, this wrench is long dead. Okay, got it. Flies buzz around a sink pile with unwashed dishes. Well, sometimes I kind of wonder why they are bothering with writing the obvious things. Like, seriously, I can see it, so I'm not sure if that is sometimes like, you know, moldy dishes litter the table, stained and dusty. There's no food though. Wild animals likely finish the scraps. Yeah, I think that will be the case. Right. Okay. So let's get the key. That was the first room. Bam. Side of the bookshelf. You take a book. Oh, okay. Well, that's the same thing. What about here? Oh yeah. Pick up gate key. Pick up farm shed key. Right. Got it. And that's this building. Okay, so shed and what was it? The main gate, right? So I can actually wait. Can I actually use a car because of that? Let's see. I, I, we gave one batch and you didn't bring anything to bust through. I have a freaking key. Why would I want? Oh, okay. Can I actually jump? Oh, damn it. The word gate. Yeah, it's a gate. So I can't jump. Okay. So here. Oh, it's this gate. The rusting lock fights back but eventually runs and the gate unlocks. Welcome to Black Sage Ranch. Okay, how are we well proceed here? Think from left side, going across, maybe. Okay, I need a thing. Why didn't wait? Farm shed. I don't see how that's useful. Well, if I wouldn't freaking like lost my cutters, right? Game, logic, right? That's the thing. This is a game touching upon a really like it's inspired by real mass suicide cult, so I can imagine that after. That's why I don't want it to explain that much, because I want the game to explain itself. You know, it's quite hard to talk about these things. And disclaimer, of course, I'm not for these kind of things. Just to be very clear, I don't think any kind of cult should be responsible for mass suicides. Okay, well, nothing here. Oh, okay, well. think I need Viola. Viola's door. Okay, well, that's not going to happen right now. Wait a second. Fucking hell. Yeah, well, but that's the point. I do like games that have something, you know, have more to say. I'm not saying this game will be good right away. Maybe they will not making it in a good way. Maybe they will. I don't know. But many times these projects are kind of interesting. So that's why I pick it up. Because I was kind of like looking at this game a little bit longer. But it kind of happened that it was in sale. I completely forget about it. So yeah, I was like, why not? Why not now? Like, okay. A used pregnancy test lies tucked away near the toilet. It's positive. Okay, that's depressing. But it's not supposed to be fun again, so... Okay, so what about this trailer? Nope. Brother Aaron. Okay, I should actually look at these. It's already a grass. If it's not a bug, then it's already like old. So maybe this is like really after a long time. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Okay, let's see here. Looked like something. Nothing in this toilet. I'm not saying that you can't have a fun with these type of games, but you know, it's just not a good idea genuinely making fun of this, like just for the sake of streaming. I just want to, you know, show something interesting. Of course, I will be like a little bit joking, but it's just not going to be. Wait, wait, wait a second. What do I have? There's a farm shed and generator. Okay, so the key for generator will be used for more things. And I need to get into the shed first, where I believe there could be more keys. Wait, what was that? Oh, that was nothing. Okay. And, just saying, 3 more trophies and I have 9,000. Okay. Oh, okay, wait. Is there a generator here? That's a school, if I'm correct. Yep. Oh, come on. Alright, got it. Yep. Okay. Oh, these places and gates. Never going to be good. Lucas, John, and Juliet's jackets. You rustle through the pockets and find nothing. Right. And as you can imagine, this will be more like a walking simulator, so don't expect much of it. Right, action. Juliet, honey, why are you so stubborn? Why do you reject the Flock's law? You don't pay attention in class. You don't try hard on your assignments. You lie about doing your readings. I'm worried about you. I've asked Father James to take some time to speak with you, one-on-one. Please listen to him. He knows so much. He can help soothe your doubts. I promise. Just please give it a try. Love, Mom. Oh, fuck's sake. Not yet. You can make out faded writing from the last lesson. The first revelation, the day Father James received the truth. Oh, they make their own revelations. Okay. Also, the important thing to say, this is ins inspired. This is not based upon something real. It's just inspired by real things. You're, you flip through the wall calendar and see the following upcoming dates marked: April 7th, celebration of the crucifixion; June 3rd, feast of the first revelation; July 18th, celebration of the birth of our prophet. You take a book off the shelf, the illustrated book of Bible stories. Some of the pages are torn out. There are multiple copies of the Book of Sariel. Flipping through, you see major inconsistencies in the different versions. There's a young Earth creationist textbook called The True History of the Earth. Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god, how am I supposed to get there? Okay. Bleh. A big role model for me is Father James. He is a prophet of Jesus and a great person. He's going to save all our souls and let us go to heaven. Father James is funny and smart too. He makes jokes during his talks that make everyone laugh. He shows that you can be a very good person even if you are a little bit weird looking. It's what it is on the inside that matters. For teaching me that and for saving my soul, Father James is my role model. I love Father James and Jesus. Wonderful work. Lucas' father will be so proud. Oof. Anne is my biggest role model. She is a perfect wife and mother to all of us. Just like Mary, she does everything she is told to help Father James. She thinks about everyone else before she thinks about herself. I hope to be just like her if I grow up before the days of reckoning. Great work, Ellie. Anne would be so proud to hear this. You will have many chances to be just like her in paradise, so don't worry. Right away talking about paradise. Okay. My role model is Jesus because he is perfect and he loves everyone. I want to be more like Jesus. See me after class, Juliet. Okay. Leonard and Peyton are my role models. They know how to fight and how to protect the flock from Satan and secular bad guys. Good work, John. I hope it never comes to violence, though. Okay, well, that's nice.
I often helped Viola in the schoolhouse. I enjoyed working with the children. We taught them reading, writing, scripture. Viola was one of the most faithful among us. If Anne was like the mother of the flock, Viola was the older sister. I remember one lecture she gave the children on the nature of hell that was so vivid, so unflinching, it had the kids in tears. I told her she was scaring them, and she said, "Good, they should be scared."
Okay. Well, that was ominous. Wait a second, I will just answer to something. Doctor wants to party and this is not the time for that. Just a little second. I'm already messing it up. Wait a second. Jesus, this takes forever. Sorry. God damn it, I can't write for shit. Okay, that's done. Let's continue. Okay, so yeah, well, while I was favorite, as it seems, and I know there was a trailer for her. Wait a second, just if there is some kind of another keys somewhere around here, like nope, it's not. What about the sides? Nope, because right now I have no idea where to go. Okay, well, oh my god, come on. We will have to figure it out. So there are trailers there. This is kind of hard to see actually in this graphics. Let's see the map. Um, okay. Oh, this is nice. It shows what I actually found in a way. That's a school. Fire pit. Okay. So I should get, I think here, that should be farm shed. If I can actually get there. I'm not sure if there is an open space. Just a second. There was a road on the map. Wait, oh, I can, I'm an idiot. Come on. This was so easy. Okay, so this is a fire pit, right? What is it called, fire pit? Oh, there's a actual pit. Okay, okay, I need something. I need some tools. Okay. What is this? Oh, baseball. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so this is the community hall. And in the end of this should be a farm with the shed. Alright. Okay, that's another farm. Oh, still, this should be the shed, right? Oh, come on. Right. What about generator? Oh, we don't have a generator here. Okay. A ragged old work jacket. You rattle through the pockets, coughing at the dust. You find a key. Okay, I found a key with a tag that reads Andrew's trailer. Oh, okay, so it will be a lot of from A to B to B to A to C kind of thing. Pick up batteries. Well, it seems like most of the trophies will be called as a name from the Bible. You load the batteries into your flashlight. I have a flashlight. Okay, let's hope they're still charged. To your flashlight. Oh, now we are talking. Gas can empty, watering can also empty bags of seed and weed killer. Right. Full of garden and farm implements, still caked in old grey dirt. And is that cereal? Oh yeah, because of the dude, how Lucas, not Lucas, Leonard. Well, one of which he was stealing the freaking cookies. Can anyone, can anyone truly know the joy of the absolute truth? The freedom that comes with realizing all of one's doubt like so much ballast into the sea? I know that feeling now. For so long I searched. I'd search among the Catholics, idol worshippers and perverts. I searched among the Baptists, hypocrites. I searched among the Pentecostals, infested by charlatans. I tried so many churches, and all of them to a one, were filled with fools and liars. Now I know why Father has helped me to see. Well, he was persuasive for one. That is very apparent.
The first time I met Father James, I was immediately filled with a sense of peace. It's hard to explain. I guess he just seemed so sure. He asked if I was a believer. I said I'd been raised Catholic, but it never clicked. There's a reason for that, he said. They've been lying to you, all of them. And I knew he was right.
Sounds correct. Oh. Okay. Well, that was kind of easy. Examine shelf. Looks like these might have been jars of jam and pickled vegetables at one point. Now they're just disgusting. That thing, I kind of feel I know what's it's in it. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully, I would not have to looking for new batteries, because that's not something I would call fun in many horror games, even though this is kind of... I have no idea if I should take this as a horror game. It is kind of put there, but yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the trailers and open the Andrew trailer. It's not that far. Okay, why am I not going on the road? Making this like a little bit weird. Andrew, wait a second. Andrew. Okay, that's just. Oh, come on. That is just Earl, Aaron. Wait a second. What? 1, 2. Okay, so God dang it. Okay, so it has to be. Oh, that should be. Ah, that's Peyton. Andrew, Christopher, Alejandro. Jesus. Leonard. Wait, Leonard. Oh my God, I'm not going to hit that button. It is down there. But it's not one of those, so... Oh, for the love of God. Andrew, finally. Oh God, there's a small space. Viola, great. Andrew, I greatly enjoyed our talk earlier. I'd like to continue it. The children will be helping sow the fields tomorrow afternoon, so I will be alone if you would like to stop by, Viola. Okie dokie. I have a bad feeling. Brian, I love you. You're my brother, but you do not know what you're talking about. This is my family now. They love me and I love them in a way that transcends even blood. Maybe that hurts you to hear. I'm sorry, but there is no hiding from the truth. I know you have your doubts about your church. You've told them to me. Let me tell you, I have no doubts here. None. Of course, if you stop denying what you know in your heart, we would welcome you with open arms. You need to come to us, Andrew. Okay. What is that? Come on. We men must all be forced by the monarchy's path, as asked by mainstream churches. The Catholic Church says we are awaiting Christ's return, when they full well know better, and the rest of Christendom believes them, the Mary worshippers. Perhaps we'll never know why the Lord waited until Father James to correct the record. Perhaps our Father in heaven waited for the earthly man he knew could bear this burden with grace. Blessed be our Lord, who saw fit to include wretches like me in his plan. I await the third coming with open arms and a heart full of love.
Life with the flock was good. We would meet for morning prayer with Father James in the chapel, then meet for breakfast, and then we'd set off to work for the day. Some of us worked the fields, others worked on expanding the compound. We had a school teacher, we had cooks. In the evening we would study scripture or listen to one of Father's lectures. Then it would be time for penance, more prayer, and then sleep. I slept better those early nights than I had in years. I was home. Do you know how good it feels to find home after so long? I would have done anything for Father. He saved me.
Okay, that's somewhere right around here. I'm actually not sure what to say about this right now, yet, at least. So I'm not going to force myself into commenting on something I'm not sure about yet. But uh, you can see already how ominous this is. So, well, like all three was here. Um, Lillian, forgive me if I'm speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you, and I worry that you are having doubts about the Father and his teachings. You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from. Believe me, but as someone with a lot more life experience, let me tell you that you have nothing to doubt. Father James is a prophet of the Lord. He speaks the true word. If you need proof, just look at his prophecies that have come true. But more than that, if you pray and listen quietly, you will feel in your very soul that the truth of his teachings. I am here for you if you need to talk. Yours in Christ's love, Viola. Yep, the Viola was the most favorite in the school. I had forgotten what love felt like. I thought that all the years suffering and under Eric's thumb had ruined me. I thought there was no hope for happiness ever again. But I was so wrong. I feel so safe here. Father James has restored my faith in Christ, but also in men, and in myself. A wonderful blessing. Yes, there is pain, but it is necessary, and I enter into it willingly and joyfully. I am so blessed to be a part of this flock, and to help ensure that my dear children taste the fruit of eternal life. Lucas has taken to life here easily, but Juliet, well, we will need to be patient with Juliet. She just needs time. She'll come around and see. Father James says that Eric will burn in hell for his sins against me. I know I shouldn't take joy in that, but the thought of it makes me smile. Father says that even Eric could join the flock if he wanted it badly enough. But I know my husband well enough to know that he would laugh in the face of the truth. He is rotten with sin, and he will get what he deserves. O Lord Jesus, please give me guidance. I was only doing what he asked of me, Lord. I was doing it for him and for you, but I'm 2 weeks late now and I'm throwing up every morning. Lord, oh Lord, I don't know who the father is. It could be James, or it could be. Do I tell him? Will he will he be happy with me, or furious? Have I sinned? What cleansing will I need to endure to rid my soul of this black mark? Mm. Okay, so basically this woman was in a violent relationship. She takes her children without literally make them choose. Here in some kind of like a cult. That's why Juliet can kind of like go off with this and force them to be here for one, and then she is made to, well, how to call it politely, fornicated. And I don't think with one person. That's why she is not sure who actually made her pregnant, which would be the test in the toilet. Well, that's just kind of splendid. I will see you tonight for alternative cleansing in the rectory, sorry. Come early, we have much to talk about. Know the day I received my first vision and you will know the code. Wait, what? Know the day I received my first vision and you will know the code. Okay, so alternative cleansing in the rectory. So in the rectory, there should be some kind of password or code. The day I received my first vision. Viola. My first vision. Oh, come on. Tuesday AM discussion of Matthew chapter 26. Tuesday PM discussion of the light of the false churches. Wednesday AM discussion of Father James visions prophecies. Wednesday PM fieldwork. Reading from the book of Sariel. This is the word of the angel Sariel given unto the man James in the time before the days of taking. Sariel came unto James as he returned from unrighteous war. The angels appeared unto the man. James under 7 stars in the eastern sky. The angel spoke. Be not afraid, man, for you are chosen as a messenger. These words are the Lord's words, become my words, become your words. They made literally chapters, they own chapters about their own priest or father. Okay, so what do we have here? James under 7 stars in the eastern sky. But she was talking about her own vision, right? I received my first vision. To Viola, not from Viola. Okay, I'm idiot. I'm not any Sherlock Holmes, so just be patient with me, people. Okay, so a first vision. Discussion of Matthew, discussion of lies, discussion of visions, prophecies, fieldworks. This is where the blah blah blah. The angel appears man James under 7 stars in the eastern sky. Fuck, I'm not good with astrology. 7 stars in the eastern sky. 7 star in the eastern sky. 7 star in the eastern. What am I supposed to do with that information? From Viola. Okay, we'll do this.
We were chosen, all of us, by the Lord. Do you know how good that feels? To be chosen? I hope you do. It's a feeling we all need in our lives. And on top of that, Father James took a special interest in me. He said he felt spiritually invigorated by my presence, and often called me to the rectory to spend time with him. Not dumb, I knew, but I didn't care. I was so honored to be his chosen.
Of course. Yeah. Not surprised to hear that. So if anybody would wonder, I actually did kind of like a little bit try to research these things. Yeah, it's a walking simulator. That's the genre. Uh, but as I said, I was kind of researching kind of stuff like this, like Jamestown and stuff. And this is quite something like you would hear some people from these cults saying. They were quite often used, but they didn't care because they felt they are chosen. So it was alright in a way for them. So that's just, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, come on. Oh, these games are not particularly long, so that's why I picked it, because I do not have that much time, so, you know, it will end somehow. Oh god, oh, okay, so, under the 7 stars, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, sorry for the swearing. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Really? Oh, come on. Come on. Show me the thing. Okay. Under 7 stars in the eastern sky. Oh, fuck. They changed the buttons. Usually circle is closing things. Okay, right. Okay, so, well, Rectory and under the 7 stars in the eastern sky. Well, who knows what that's supposed to mean. It's maybe based really about on the astrology things. Cleansing room. That should be that, right? You can already see it's not that huge, so it will not... Oh, Rectory. Oh, okay, okay. So it will not take that long. Uh, most of the time these games will make it longer if you hunt trophies, maybe. I can imagine this game will not get it like some kind of like game thing because of the subject it takes, so the trophies will be just very easy. I actually kind of like with the Hellblade and the Sacrifice, it was the same thing. It was about a serious issue, so they did not make the trophies like some kind of challenges, you know. Oh, come on. Like, oh, well, under the 7 stars. Okay, how am I supposed to make that from that? Hmm. Eastern sky under the 7 stars. Well, hmm. I seriously have no idea about astrology, so if this is a actual like reference to the astrologic fact or something, I'm a little bit screwed if there is no clue here. Okay, let's check the church up there. And yeah, this is actually way worse than like straightforward, horror with disgusting zombies and stuff. And this is actually why I did like Far Cry 5 more, because that's the things that are more horrifying when a person gets so much power over people, and even worse by only talking to them, they will just exploit their needs. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, I'm not going to open this, right? Okay, well, oh, okay, I can see another building. If I will not get right the stars, the 7 eastern stars, I'm kind of screwed. Maybe it's equals to, like, where east is, like a clock, So where the east would be, you look at the clock, it might be the one of the numbers. I have no idea. Hmm. This this is kind of getting clear what happened there. Okay, of course I don't have a key. Okay, let's see here. That's a mine. They were mining? Oh, come on. Seriously? Everything will be having a keyhole? Okay, so basically I really need to make out the code. And I'm not sure how long that was after the incident. If it's like, it doesn't seem like years, so, because that blood wouldn't be fresh anymore, or enough fresh to, you know, attract flies. What the freaking hell I'm supposed to do with that information? Okay, so it's a four base code. Wait, let's check the trailer again, just for sure, because it's about his first vision, right? It doesn't have to be literally the poetic type of thing I read there. It can be actual note somewhere. Sister Lillian. Oh, come on, don't. Just don't. This is an idiot. I'm literally idiot. Viola. Right. Thank you. Come on. No to Viola. No. You will know the code. Wait a second. What about the diary? That's about the husband. Indoctrination. So there's no numbers. Also no numbers. I think it's supposed to be something from here, but AM, PM. No, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think this is about the 113 thing. It's just the angel appeared unto the man James under the 7 stars in the eastern sky. Wherein? Are you still here? Yeah. Okay. So let's play with me. Okay. So try to Google, for example, just try to Google the seven stars in the eastern sky. If that's a day of the year, day in the year, somewhat, some date or something. If you can, let's play together. Kind of help me because I really don't know right now about like what that can be translated in the astrology type of information. Just try Google if there is a certain date for this event, seven stars in the eastern sky. I don't want to, right away just Google the answer because I like to play games as they supposed to be played, but this is exactly the information I can't exactly, figure it out just like that. And tell me if you will actually look for it. That I would not wait here like an idiot. Can be year. Actually, it could be even year, like some kind of like positioning of the stars. I have no idea what that. Yeah, it can be like position of planets because planets are in this way taken as a stars. You can poetically take planets as a stars, right? So there is always you can have the how is it called? Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew this. Um, the planets will be lining up, and that would happen in a certain day, which this is actually happening sometimes after many years. The planets gets in the line. So, literally just right under seven stars in the eastern sky, and behind it a meaning. Let's see what that will tell us, if anything. Man, you have to do some detective work too. That's why I love these games. It's just not going through them like this. You also have to like do something. I love actually games that makes you write things on a paper. It's kind of like neat. Old Resident Evil did that, and like Silent Hills and Forbidden Siren, Clock Tower, Haunting Grounds. There was a lots of horror games. Okay, let's see. The Pleiades, also known as the Seven Sisters and Messier 45, are an open star cluster containing middle-aged hot D-type stars in the northwest of the constellation Taurus. It is among the star clusters nearest to Earth, and is the cluster most obvious to the naked eye in the night sky. The Sun system is an open star cluster. Is there a mention of the day, or is it like a normal thing happening? Like it's a spot on the sky that is always appearing, or if it has a date or happened, you know, certain date. This is a game that refers to 90s, so it might be that. Played us. You say played us. Let's see. Jesus. Cleansing in the rectory. What about that vision? Oh no. Oh, what? Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. It's the world of before the days of taking. Before the days of taking. Unrighteous war. That could be actually the war. It's the 90s, right? So it could be the Iraq, maybe. I think it's a mid 90s, 2000. Angel appear unto the man. 7 stars in these. That's the thing, that it appeared in that moment when the 7 stars was in the eastern sky, in that day, in that moment. So there's some kind of referendum about the day when that happened. Well, this is hard. I'm not going to lie. I think my logic might be actually correct, but I'm not sure. It may be actually something that I've read before in the game, and I just did not realize that yet, but it can be actually the real event. So that's why I'm not sure. November is the best time to look for the Pleiades when they are visible from dusk to dawn and reach their highest point in the sky. November. Well, that would give us some kind of number, I guess. It might be the, day, like 11th of this month, and that would be 0 a number. November. Wait, November is, what is in the check? Oh, come on. I don't remember even months in the English. What is the number of the month? November. I can't remember for hell out of me what month that is. A second. Eleventh. Okay, so day November is the best time to look for the Pleiades when they are visible from dusk to dawn. Reach their highest point in the sky. What day that would be? Like we can actually have a month, which would be 11th, but which day? Wait a second, I'm going to scoot a little here. Just take a quick look through the things. That was about the sins of cheating. This was about what? Yeah, that was cleaning, right? His first vision. So Monday, blah blah blah. No, no. That's just about the key. A perfect heaven awaits those of faith. Okay, got it. That's about Leonard. That's about the cookies inside. I don't think the woman on the tapes was saying something about that. What's with this? Okay, that's yeah, that's just a huge can of pork and beans, just like you used to eat growing up. Okay, right. There is no other note. have to get into that padlock. So we need that code. Literally we need it. Because it's blocking the progress. That's quite apparent. So I need to figure that day out. Where was the school? Oh, school was there, right? But there was nothing about that. Maybe at least the entry trailer? I think. Which was... Oh. Was it this? No, that was the Leonard. Oh, okay, it was like this one, I think. Andrew, right. Let's see. Now... Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. No. Oh, come on. No. Oh, come on. There's literally no information. So it has to be something about the astrology. It just has to be. The astrology plus the day he made the... He met the angel. Searching? Okay. Okay, well, we just need that day. I think that, the month would be correct. It would be 11 something something. Or in opposite way, like day and then the month. Wait, you can make out faded writing from the last lesson. The first revelation, the day Father James received the truth. That's the day. Stubborn, blah blah blah. Yeah, well, that's not helping. Calendar, April celebration. Oh, celebration of the birth of our prophet. 18. Oh, this is July. Feast of the first revelation, that's a June. And you said, what was it? Oh, I did not read all the things. In the northern hemisphere, the Pleiades star cluster becomes visible to evening observers in October and disappears in April. November is the best time to look for Pleiades when they are visible dusk to dawn. Okay, so maybe Feast of the First Revelation. That is a June 3rd. Okay, well, actually, I'm going to fucking use the freaking pen and a freaking paper. I'm going to write these. Let's try these. It will certainly not be the celebration of the crucifixion. I think that is not correct at all. Third, July 18th. Well, we are making progress, man. And I love these games that makes you, do these things. Okay, so June is 4th? No. June is actually 6th, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I seriously messing up the month in English. I have no idea why. I can't remember that, but I always can't. But June should be 6th, right? Like actually this month. Yeah, 6th. So July. Wait, I'm going to write it. That's a 6. So that would be 0603, or in opposite way. July is well, July I can't remember the July. That's it. I think that it's Květen, but that's it should be 4th. Like I'm going to at least go there. Uh. What is July? Tell me the number of July, please. Okay, so first one was a 0, 0, 6, 0, 3, 0, 3. Oh, 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 come on, dude. Okay, we are good. But it would be kind of like, you know, fun if they would actually include the like astrologic kind of answer, you know, that would be like, wait, generator. I will look for generator first. That would be like almost trolling, I have to say, but yeah, this game is not supposed to be a trolling game, so I think not, but bam. I'm never like sure when that's the thing, you never know exactly what the game is having for a gameplay system, so just trying to figure it out everything what you can. You take a book over the shelf. We know the conspiracy countries. Oh, I did read that. Oh, I read that too. Take a ball over pork rice. Yeah, it's the same stuff. Use a lamp. Okay, nice. Okay. Oh, there's a baker's. Eh. I would like to clarify a few points of confusion that I have noticed among the flock. It is imperative that this is understood deeply and truly. I am not the Christ. Only Christ is the Christ. I am a prophet of Christ, his messenger of flesh, a vehicle of the word. I have been blessed with abilities beyond the normal man and a great responsibility by our Lord, but I am still only a man. My teachings are directly transmitted from our Heavenly Father. Well, this clarification is maybe even worse if they would, in a way, transcribed from a sermon given by Father James. What do each of us have in common? A soul? The stain of sin? Love of our Lord? Yes, these things, but also we have all endured great suffering. And that, friends, is why we are here. As Christ suffered, so we have and will continue to suffer. Our suffering paved the path for each of us to join the flock. Suffering, as we know, is the divine currency. But like any currency, we can exchange one form of legal tender for another. And so we pay our debt in physical pain. Why? I know some of you fear the cleansing room. I understand. I really do. But bodily pain is but temporary. It can be overcome. Spiritual pain is eternal. It will follow us long past the days of reckoning. This is your choice. Bleed now from temporary wounds of transcendent flesh, or suffer eternally. When you put it that way, it's not such a difficult decision, is it? Okay, so cleansing room was supposed to bring pain. But that much is clear already. I thought so, but you know, here we have a proof. Another night sleeping downstairs. I don't mean to complain. I can hear James and the others from in here so happy, so fulfilled. It warms my heart, so I don't mean to complain. But it is cold in here, and something in the room is driving my allergies crazy. It's hard to sleep, but I suppose it's all worth it. So it's not just for sinners, it's also it's just like a kind of test, I think. A dusty old typewriter with a yellowing sheet of paper in the carriage. Well, I'm not going to downstairs right away. I'm going to still explore a little of this. Oh, yeah, well, the same. Beyond these doors is a sacred space. Only fully cleansed believers who have been given express permission by Father James may enter. The Lord protects this room. Trespassers will suffer mightily. I don't think that's the case anymore. But of course I don't have a key, so okay. Let's go downstairs then. Okay, that's not downstairs. Oh, I'm still tired. Yeah. Oh, that's downstairs. That has to be downstairs. Okay, that's there. Okay. Red light. That's even worse. As we all know, since our debt is our debt, and pain is our currency, it is by paying with pain that we cleanse ourselves and become ready for the days of reckoning. However, new teachings have been bestowed on me by the angel Sariel in a vision. The doctrine of alternative cleansing has been revealed. As we know, sin is the intersection of unclean vectors. But if one is fully cleansed, how can sin come from that act? In fact, the opposite is true. The act becomes a godly one. To know deeply a truly cleansed body is to be cleansed on self, that is, to lie with one who is fully cleansed is to bypass the need for blood cleansing. Now, this applies to all cleansed bodies, but, and I do not say this to boast, as of now only I am fully cleansed. I don't think this needs to be commented because it's quite very obvious what that means. The world is a wicked place and redemption can only be found through Christ. This is the truth, and though it was known to the Lord's flock, they did not heed the word. The Lord Christ descended in a final judgment some 1,000 years ago, as foretold in Scripture. Among men he found not one true believer. The angels wept, but the covenant was kept as it must be. None were given eternal life at the feet of the Father, and men were left to fester in their own sin. For 200 generations man has desecrated the earth given unto them. They have murdered each other, known sinful women, and lusted after false gods. They do not deserve to be saved. Oh, I did not at all read that. My sweet, sweet Wee, I have a very important task for you. There is a deceiver among us, a lying snake who intends to bring ruin upon the flock. This is a test. We must prove our faith by removing this cancer. The deceiver will never reveal himself to me, but he might to you. I would ask that you use your feminine charms to get close to the men in the flock. Specifically, I am worried about Andrew, Leonard, and Peyton. Get them to open up to you. If they have nothing to hide, they will be forgiven before Christ. Find the deceiver so that we may strike him from this world and prove our dedication to our Lord. Do this for me, for the flock, and for Christ. Getting an invitation there. Yeah. Okay, so a bed covered in red satin sheets, pillows, ask you. Oh, that is disgusting. A camcorder aimed at the bed. You hit the eject button and find a VHS tape inside. It's empty and the battery is dead. Okay, I think we don't have to be here anymore. And I would like to leave actually, so... What key we did get? Trailer master. Oh, that's handy. An unmarked VHS tape found in a camcorder in the rectory. This is that kind of a case of pretentious bastard who thinks that he can get away with practically everything, make him important than ever, but truly be as much strong with the speech that he could persuade people to do his bidding. Well, literally, he was sleeping with a freaking whole camp just because he said it's holy, and he's the only clean one. Fuck me, that's just, yeah, not good. Rusted shut. But he was not worried about Aaron, so I think that will not work. Brother Elroy, he wasn't afraid of him too. Oh really? Okay, so the only Peyton, I think the Peyton Wolf was the betrayer, deceiver, but we need to find out the key for this inside of the Leonard. Okay. Right. And of course, you can see already, just having a master key and finding it a father's home, it means he did not want them to have a, like personal space, having everything under control. Right? Alcohol, okay, that should be taken as a sin, right? Leo, it's gotta be him, and I'm certain. He hasn't talked yet, but I have no doubt. Scrunch around his trailer and see if you find any leverage. We busted the law grabbing him last night, so you'll have to use your ball cutters to get him. Oh, okay, so he made that chain. And so, thou shalt not kill. But it's not that simple, is it? We are God's army. We must protect our flock. This is a war, with souls on the line. We must be resolute, unwavering. So why won't my hands stop shaking? Why do I keep seeing his face when I close my eyes? Somehow I didn't think fighting for the Lord would mean beating another man to death with a shovel. Lord, why won't my hands stop shaking? Self-explanatory.
The deceiver changed Father James, though only a few of us seemed to notice. He had new revelations almost daily. Doctrines changed. Actions that would have been terrible sins previously were suddenly permissible, while seemingly innocent behaviors became mortal sins. The others seemed to have no problem going along with it. I wondered if something was wrong with me. Father grew visibly agitated, and as adamant as he was about the sanctity of his new revelations, something was different. He was scared, and that scared me.
Okay, saved. Because he saw the threat. Somebody did something that he did not anticipate it, and he panicked, making changes. Of course, I can be wrong. Not saying like all things I'm saying, but it's what it makes sense to me at least. Because these people don't want to have a opposition in their midst, and I think Peyton or whoever was killed by the shovel could actually had a problem with Father, so that's why he was called by a deceiver, and he made sure to do stuff differently, as maybe how do you call it, the warning for others. Oh, that's a while. Might be the case, might be not. I'm not sure yet, but the master key doesn't seem to work on this door. Strange. That is strange indeed. Okay, so where's the rest of the trailers? I did not open everything, right, Sister Alana? He was scared by 3 men. I found one. I know about the second. Where's the third? Wait. Wyla, Andrew Peyton Leonard. There is no more men. Okay then, so let's crack open this one. Not by VHS. You cut the chains which pull limply to the side. The door hangs slightly ajar. Red printout. Transmit code. Encryption code. Compromised me. Do not wreck frontal rate arm military. Training most are 100% bought and will use violence. Okay, wait a second. Maybe he was actually a traitor. Like from... I heard about some certain people sent into the cult. It could be even CIA doing that. I think like in Jamestown case, there was actually one CIA agent killed in the process. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say I know for sure, but I think that was the case. Father James Israel, born Donald McKittrick, born Idaho, early 50s, unclear. Vietnam vet, honorable discharge in 1970 due to the shrapnel injury, born again in late 70s. Criminal record includes larceny, drug possession, vagrancy. Married to Ann McKittrick, signs of amphetamine addiction, receives visions from an angel named Sariel starting in 1986, left former church and founded Perfect Heaven, with wife purchased Black Sage Ranch in 1991, and McKittrick Israel, born Oregon, not much known, worked as a secretary for a heating and cooling company for years, met Donald James through church, married 1981, complete loyalty to husband, primary recruiter for group. Andrew Custer, born, recruited in Houston, owns small farm, runs the farm for group, frequently writes to his brother in El Paso. Viola David, mid-30s, from Albuquerque. The children, Juliet 11 and Lucas 9, recently divorced from her husband, claims frequent abuse. Right, that was obvious. Frequent consort of Father James. Leonard van der Hoef, late 20s, former police officer, National Guard. Military training, discharged due to the drug addiction. James promised to help him get clean. Seems to have worked for a little while. Access to weapons, trains group members in arms and tactics. Often has alcohol in his breath. Relapse, dangerous. Lillian Carter, early 20s, born San Diego, 1972, recent college graduate, some useless degree, depressed, trouble finding job. Often goes to rectory for alternative cleansing with other women. Seems to have more doubts than some others. Reach out to her. Lillian. Okay, so that's why Lillian has a different lock, I think. Wait a second. Can I? Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. I changed my lock like you suggested. I left a copy of the new key under the tree near the fire pit. Yeah, that's the shovel floor. That's the shovel floor. Oh, yeah, I got that. Okay, so he was working for somebody. If government, maybe. Police. To be honest, who cares? He did not made it. And he tried to get on a good side with the Lillian that seems to be more open. And she actually did. Because she changed the lock, so now we have the rock under the tree here. Bam. You dig into the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key inside. Right. You dug up the key. There's nothing like that here about dirt. Oh, you write it something and it doesn't show. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, it's supposed to be realistic, so I don't suppose there will be a scare moment. It's just a heavy atmosphere of things happened here, I think. And, like, this is not ever a light topic. Although I thought there will be more people, I didn't expect it, this is a kind of a small community. Lillian, alright. Okay, let's see. Note from James. Lillian, a member of the flock, who will not be named, happened upon one of the books he purchased while on a trip into the town. While reading non-church materials is not strictly prohibited, I must caution you against consuming too much, if any, secular material. The godless worldview is powerfully poisonous, with its promises of pleasure without consequences and freedom from rules. But here you know true freedom, freedom from sin, freedom from damnation, and the true pleasure of God's love. Consider this as a friendly warning. I want the best for you, my sister. If it becomes clear that your reading is compromising your faith, we may have to change the rules in order to protect you as well as the rest of the flock. He really did not want anybody to fuck with his rules. Lillian, forgive me if I'm speaking too freely, but I care deeply about you and I worry that you are having doubts about the Father and his teachings. Wait, didn't we read this? You're young, Lily. I understand where you're coming from, believe me, but it's someone. Yeah, we read this. Father James is a prophet. Right, so there's two of them. Oh, pick up cleansing normally. Great. Oh, it will shine. Great. How can the absolute truth change so rapidly? First, the doctrine of cleansing, which was immutable and unavoidable, pain as currency, etc., etc. Then the doctrine of alternative cleansing, which seemed to change the rules against extramartial sex and polygamy, but only in the service of a clean body. Now Father James has received another revelation, which he pronounced privately only to a few of us, women. It's not written down, it hasn't been added to the Book of Cyril, and it directly contradicts previous doctrine. Father says that the Lord has brought a deceiver into our midst in order to test the strength of our faith. We must be ready to prove our dedication to the flock, and like Abraham with his son Isaac, we must be ready to sacrifice our notion of what is mortal in order to serve the greater cause. Is this God's plan for us, to use our bodies as tools? Why doesn't this feel right? She got it, she got it, and I think she got punished. Are you in a cult? It's a scary question, but an important one. Spiritual fulfillment and community involvement are important aspects of a healthy life, but it's possible for these to take deeply unhealthy and even dangerous forms. If you're reading this, someone who cares about you is concerned about your well-being. The group displays excessively zealous and unquestioning commitment to its leader, and whether he is alive or dead, regards his belief system, ideology, and practices as the truth as law. Questioning, doubt, and dissent are discouraged or even punished. Mind-altering practices such as meditation, chanting, speaking in tongues, denunciation sessions, and debilitating work routines are used in excess and serve to suppress doubts about the group and its leaders. The leadership dictates, sometimes in great detail, how members should think, act, and feel. For example, members must get permission to date, change jobs, marry, or leaders prescribe what types of clothes to wear, where to live, whether or not to have children, how to discipline children, and so forth. The group is elitist, claiming a special, exalted status for itself, its leaders, and members. For example, the leader is considered the Messiah, a special being, an avatar, or the group, or the leader is on a special mission to save humanity. The group has a polarized us versus them mentality, which may cause conflict with the wider society. The leader is not accountable to any authorities. The group teaches or implies that its supposedly exalted ends justify whatever means it deems necessary. This may result in members participating in behaviors or activities they would have considered reprehensible or unethical before joining the group, for example lying to family or friends, or collecting money for bogus charities. The leadership induces feelings of shame and/or guilt in order to influence and/or control members often. This is done through pressure and subtle forms of persuasions. Sub Jesus, those words. Subservience to the leader or group requires members to cut ties with family and friends and radically alter the personal goals and activities they had before joining the group. The group is preoccupied with bringing in new members. Sorry for the staggering. The group is preoccupied with making money. Members are expected to devote inordinate amounts of time to the group and group-related activities. Members are encouraged or required to live and/or socialize only with other group members. The most loyal members feel there can be no life outside the context of the group. They believe there is no other way to be, and often fear reprisals to themselves or others if they leave, or even consider leaving, the group. If one or more of these are true for your group, it may not be a healthy community. But don't worry, help is available. Well, she had a doubt. I know you are beginning to doubt, and you are right to do so. Father James is not what he says he is. If you want to talk more, hang around after evening prayer. I'll linger too. I can help. You are not alone. I'm putting my trust in you with this. Hang around after evening prayer. But with who? With Peyton?
He risked his life coming to me. Somehow he could tell that I was wavering.
So
I'm
this is
still
for
not sure
them.
how. He was from the FBI, he said, and he was here to investigate the group as a cult. When he said that word, I told him to go to hell. I almost went right to Father James. But I didn't. He left me a pamphlet that talked about the signs of a dangerous cult. At first I refused to read it. What was the point? How could that have anything to do with our group? But I did read it, and even though my entire brain was screaming at me, I went back to him.
Okay, this is quite obvious. Peyton was an FBI agent. He tried to talk to her, and yeah, stuff happened. They beat the FBI agent to death, and Lillian, I don't know if she got punished. Sorry, I'm rolling my cigarette. She got punished, or it just got a Father James to the edge to kill everybody, practically, because that's what it seems to be like. I think he started to feel that he is losing. A black key with an alchemical symbol for blood. The cleansing room? That was the cleansing room. Okay, so cleansing room. Where is the cleansing room? Oh, okay, that's there. It's a lot of reading, but I hope you don't mind that, because it's quite interesting, I think. Because the way. Wait a second, where am I going? Farm and cleansing room. That's a cleansing room? Ah, I don't think this will be the case. Maybe they will do like one jump scare, but the realistic one, kind of like, or a disturbing image or something. But I don't believe there will be ghosts or something like that. So, is this a cleansing room? Well, you might have your wish fulfilled because this, well, not tempting that much. We all know what happened there. I think that is very obvious. Or not? Oh. Sin is died at pain thy currency. Sin is died at pain thy currency. Old blackened blood has seeped into the cracks of the altar. Improper thoughts, lust, 3 cuts with small blade. Improper thoughts, doubt, 5 cuts with a small blade. Stealing, 1 finger or 1 hand, depending on the item's value. Sloth, 2 lashes from the whip. Taking the Lord or Father James' name in vain, 5 cuts, large blade. Murder, rape, idolatry, the violating body part, hand, genitals, eyes. Okay, why can't I open this? So taking his name in vain was one of the most painful things. And yet the Lord in his infinite love and compassion has not forsaken those who have forsaken him. No man is without the cloud of sin, but the light of the Lord shines brightly. To make thyself ready for the Lord's embrace, cleanse thyself of sin by way of self-sacrifice. Give up thy blood, thy flesh, for it is soiled and pathetic, unworthy of the Lord's gaze. For each sin committed by the hand, whip the arm once; for each sin committed by the feet, whip the leg once; for each sin committed by the eyes or mouth, cut the face once. Pray thou over thy spilled blood, and in cleansing it thou cleansest thyself. Sin is thy debt, earthly pain thy currency. For those who are thoroughly purged of sin in this manner, and who have followed the commandments of the Lord, and who believe truly in their heart and body, the days of taking will bring them to the feet of the Lord, free of earthly flesh, awash in divine light for eternity. Have faith, be cleansed, and this will be your reward. Minds.
He called it the cleansing room, where we would exchange pain in this realm for forgiveness in the next. We'd all gather in front of the altar, and one by one we would declare our sins to the flock, each of us given penance to perform in front of the others. Bloodletting, self-flagellation. I saw men break their own bones, and women cut off a finger that had caused them to sin. It was true devotion, and it was terrifying and wonderful to see.
I think the wonder comes with from the actual realization that somebody actually make people does this to themselves. I don't think she is speaking about like wonder, that it will be amazing kind of wondering, you know, wonderful. Okay. Key of the Minds. Okay. I think that was quite obvious. Wait, I wasn't in the room. Well, maybe there is some kind of paranormal. Who knows? Maybe he found something in the mines. Those are kind of cool stories, if you know what I mean. Of course, not for your heart exactly, I am aware of that. Let's see. But I am mainly think that the FBI agent body will be there. Right, I'm just going to try to get a little bit off track. Okay. Good thing I did. What? Keep it the Boris generator. I don't see how that's useful. What? Why wouldn't that be useful? Trail master. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, apparently we will traveling in the dark still. This is okay. Wait. Okay. Nothing there. I love the fact that I don't have a stamina. If something would happen. Okay, let's still get a little bit off track. Of course. Military-grade rifles and ammunition are piled among the straw-lined interior of the crate. So this will be filled with weapons. Pamphlets? Contingency protecting the flock. Our secular enemies see our imminent salvation and find themselves filled with jealousy and rage. They want to keep the world immersed in sin, and they will stop at no lengths to prevent us from fulfilling the Lord's plan. We must be prepared to protect the flock. Henry was able to use his contacts in the Southwest Patriots Corps to get us arms and armor for protecting. We will be leading training drills starting Thursday, mandatory for all in the flock, children included. We will rise up and fight in Christ's name, if necessary. No, it's the same thing. Oh, okay, I think that's for the generator. Okay, that's the M16 again. Is it M16? Yeah, it is M16. Well, they were referring to the Vietnam War, and that was quite a weapon they used there. What? Okay. I'm not that clever. Okay. I don't have to exactly step in the blood, I suppose. No. You eke out the remaining oil from the can into the rusting wheels. Okay. Yep, that would be the agent. A decomposing body curled in the fetal position. You reach out to touch it and a note falls from the corpse's pocket. L, I get your delivery. I made a copy of the key to James' room last night, but I think Andrew noticed. He was acting suspicious. I'm going to hide the copy somewhere we both have access to it. In case something happens, look in the southwest corner of the cornfield. You'll find it. South southwest corner. Now that's kind of fucking bad with me and not having a compass.
I think it might have been my fault they found Peyton. We were seen together too often, maybe. But how would they know? Maybe they saw the pamphlet? I don't know. I don't know, but I can't shake the feeling that it's my fault. It doesn't matter. They found him. They told us he had decided to leave the flock. I didn't believe them, but I didn't ask any questions. After that, we moved on. It was like he had never been there at all. It scared me, but instead of trying to get away, I just let myself fall deeper in. I did my best to shut out any doubts. It was easier that way.
Yep, it was a Peyton. Okay, so I have a canister. Why am I having a canister? Might actually try once again the generator, but I don't think that will be the thing. Maybe. Should be run on the benzene, right? Oh, yep. Okay. Well, I found it like literally after that I was searching the mine, so that's kind of weird. There are still things there though to search. How am I supposed to? Is there any kind of like panel? Oh, okay. Oh, that's activation of elevator. Wait a second. I'm going just for a quick scoop of the place. If there was something here, I might actually use. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Right. So that's a training ground. Nothing more. That actually seems weird to me. Don't you even try. Literally nothing. Nope. I don't see anything. Why did I get the canister after? I'm done with the searching, so why did I get it after? It's kind of bothering me. Have to check out this side again with the power on. And there. Okay. That was kind of useless, but okay. Still thinking that something will jump out. Okay. Why was it a thing to start up the generator? It bothers me. Okay, that's even darker. I hope you love every second of it. Oh my god, what was the corner? The uh, west south? What? Well, that is corner, right? So let's see. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, well, this might be actually something that will a little bit stop me for a few minutes or slow me down. But actually, let's take every corner. It doesn't matter. It is not exactly the like longest field ever, so yeah, let's just go through here. Now, of course, it has to be in the dark. Why not? Because that would be too much obvious from get-go. Okay, let's see. Nothing. It has to be filled, or can it be like corner as a corner? Well, I think it would be too much obvious. Okay, that's another thing. Ah, okay. Got it. You dig into the mound and sift through the loose dirt, finding a small brass key. Brass key. That was supposed to. Yeah, that was supposed to be for the father room, right? Okay, so get over the freaking whole map again. At least you don't use a stamina, so that's kind of neat. And actually, the strength game I was talking about that is works with it's a cross buy between PS4 and Vita is from the same publisher. It seems to that the company with the dog in the oh you did not actually I did not stream that, but there is I'm not certain how it was called again, but it seems to they publish only almost only horror games, indie kind of games, like well this is not a horror game to be exact, it's more like thriller. But there is way more things from this publisher, so I might actually try more because this is good. I do like it. Okay, so bam. Honey, I'm home. Okay, it's empty. Right, that's the VHS. Okay, are we having lights? Of course it will be just creaking. I get it. Oh, okay, well, just, I will finish it in one go. It seems like it can be finished. So check till end of the video when you will have time. Well, thank you for staying with me and kind of like playing with me, right? Shoebox stuffed with baggies of white powder and a glass pipe blackened at the end, right? Oh, it's okay, it's okay. I'm the one who suffers for insomnia. It's okay. Okay, I'm going to continue as normal, to make the video just completed. You have a good night, and thank you for watching and liking and stuff. Finally slept last night. Spoke with the devil. He came to the foot of my bed, bargain for the safety of the flock. But hello, I outsmarted him, begged me to stop my crusade, and I spat in his face. Spat in the devil's face, and he shriveled away. Thin as physical mass, I have measured it in experiments and have determined in the mathematical formula for determining a person's sins, weight not visible to naked eye, requires a special weighing device attuned to divine wavelengths. Wait, I don't. Oh yeah, good night. Requires a special weighting device attuned to divine wavelengths. Will build and test all flock to ensure cleanliness. A special Lillian, Juliet, Leonard, intended to wait for Juliet to come of age for alternative cleansing. Jesus. But came across rabbinic text citing consummation of marriage as young as 3 years and 1 day. Will pray and wait for an answer. Dream notes. A great winged leviathan emerges from the clouds speaking in radio waves, surrounded by angels. Leviathan spoke of the deceiver closing in, bringing unclean evil to the flock, infecting them with the doubt, and opening our gates to the outside world. Angels flew into the Leviathan's mouth, and lit his tongue on fire. Breaths of flame exploded outward and engulfed the world in my dream. I understand, Lord. He actually believed that. I thought he's just a phony, but it seems he actually believed that. Another altar, also bathed in red light, sitting under a wall of religious imagery. A painting depicting Christ's dead body being removed from the cross at Golgotha. Oh. A reprint of an etching of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Father James' bed, messy, covered in thick woolen sheets that have healed in years of must. Oh. A stack of old nudie mags, ranging from pretty tame to seriously perverted, tucked away under the bed as if it's a 12 years old bedroom. That's a Bible, I think. Right. Right. Okay. Okay. Another one. Right. So something will be on the tape, I feel.
My flock, I have wonderful news. No. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Some of you may be afraid. Damn it, no. My flock, I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Be not afraid. This is the day we have been working towards all this time. The focal point of all history. The end point of all creation. I have seen the signs. I have heard the word of the Lord. I speak the word of the Lord. I am the word of the Lord. Yes, that's good there.
Three, 5, 6, 9. What?
3, 5, 6, 8. Shit. And what's the code for the damn safe? 4.
What? Well, god dang it. Okay, I have to do it again. Oh, Jesus Christ.
My flock, I have wonderful news.
3, 5, 6,
No.
4?
No.
3, 5, 6, 4.
My flock,
3,
I have
5,
wondrous news.
6.
The days of reckoning are upon us.
Oh, okay.
Some of you may be afraid. Damn it, no.
Okay, let's put this off.
My flock,
Oh, come on.
I have wondrous news. The days of reckoning are upon us. Be not afraid.
Pick up seal.
This is the
Yeah,
day
the
we have
seal
been
now, no
working
more
towards
excuses.
all
It's time to
this
head
time.
to the chapel and face
The
the
focal
past.
point of all history. The end point of all creation. I have seen the signs. I have heard the word of the Lord. I speak the word of the Lord.
Okay, let's
I am the word of the Lord. Yes, that's good. There.
after.
3, 5, 6, 9. Damn it.
And actually, I did expecting him having a little bit more, you know,
And what's the code for the damn safe?
his voice is not so
4.
ensuring. He's like the feeling from him is like he's shy, kind of, or unsure, not shy, unsure of if the things he says working. Praise be to the Lord. Our temple has been revealed. Angels of the Lord have revealed specifications for our temple. The temple of the prophet shall be a sacred space reserved only for Father James and his chosen to further pursue revelation and closeness to the Lord. The temple will contain a single king-size bed, food enough for 2 people, for 200 days full, copies of my scripture, weapons, and ammunition. The measurements which must be followed exactly are as follows. The second page is a diagram of what became the chapel, as well as what appears to be a tunnel leading out of the back room. The third page appears to have been torn off, judging by the scrap of paper stuck to the staple. There is a tunnel there. And face the past. So does it mean that I was here and survived as one of the member of the group? Maybe? Who really knows? Seems I'm never going to be able to get there like normal way. I'm just Skyrim this shit. As used to. As usually. Okay, so we are at the chapel, and I think I actually started the generator for this. You place a seal on the door and hear a click somewhere inside the mechanism. Right. No light. It seems to be living. Okay. Well, what do we have here? Okay, that's kind of weird. Is that it?
Don't be afraid. There's no need to be afraid. We must go through the flames, but the flames will not hurt us. Not our true selves, our spiritual selves. I know his will, and it's time. This world is molded in filth. It's too far gone. They sent demons to test our resolve. They expected us to give up the fight, but here, today, we prove to all of them that we never gave up. Our faith never wavered. Today, we take our place at the foot of the throne of the Lord. Here now, we'll dull the bodies a little. There's no need for it to hurt. Here, drink this. Drink this. Pass these around. Things will go a little fuzzy, but then the flames will take us, and we will join our Lord in his heaven. We will be by his side forever, where we belong. Amen. Amen. Boy, I love each and every one of you so much. God bless.
That's when they locked the doors, and then Andrew and Leonard started soaking rags in lighter fluid while I started handing out the cups. Little paper cups full of crushed up Quaaludes mixed with lemonade. Father kept preaching as we drank. They lit the rags and put them around the outer walls. Everything caught so quickly. Soon everything was on fire, and people just sat down in it. Let it take them. Something clicked. I don't know what. I needed to get out. I didn't want to die. I remembered Father's temple, and I ran.
I think I'm playing as the Lillian. Might be the case. Don't you remember? Don't you remember how you survived? Why don't you want to remember? Yeah, I think that's Lillian. You know why? When the time came, you couldn't face the Lord. Your doubt had eaten away at you. You didn't join them in their glorious death, but in your doubt, neither did you save them. You are a coward. Feelings of guilt. Okay. Did the Father James escaped? I do think so. Another altar, also button red light stain under a wall of religious imaginary. Yeah. The covers are still rustled from the few nights you spent here. Oh. Okay, now I get it. She did escape to here. Nobody actually knew. They did not find her, I think. This bookshelf was full of strange religious texts and several copies of Father James' works. In one lower corner tucked away there is a stack of comic books. What's... Oh, where is he? Okay.
The door shut behind me, and everything was dark and completely silent, as if the burning chapel and all the people dying behind me didn't exist. The drugs took over then, and it was all I could do to crawl into bed before I passed out.
Okay, so I was kind of missing the point of this black and white thing. As I can see, there was a shadows of past. And the weapons. Oh, are you? Well, you should write more like on the YouTube, maybe. But you are getting a little bit like, well, if you want, this is a really interesting game, and if when I will be done, look at this video because this is quite a unique game, and it's very story heavy. So it's a walking simulator, a lot. So you know, just this refrigerator is full of spoiled food. The smell fills the room as soon as you open the door. Okay. I just actually kind of am in the end. So you should not spoil it if you want to actually see this, because it's really interesting. And it's based upon a true apocalyptic cult. Like it's inspired by that. Imagine Jamestown. So it's kind of like hard to explain from the end. Not the game for everybody. Oh, I can't lit up my flashlight anymore.
Now, who started the fire? Ma'am, I know you've been through a lot, but we need your cooperation to piece all of this together. Who started the fire?
Pretty much everyone. Father James lit the first flame, but the others helped it spread.
So they weren't coerced?
No. They were weeping with joy. People were singing.
And you? What did you do? Ma'am?
Okay. Feelings of guilt. That's what this is about.
Honey, you're being quiet.
I don't know what to say.
It's just... Lillian, was it something we did?
Dad,
I just don't understand how you could run off and join some insane cult.
I don't know, Dad. I don't know.
You're a smart girl. What were you thinking? Lillian, the things I've heard on the news. Where are you going?
Okay, so she got back maybe because of the war, and they saw her. It's hard to escape your past if something like this happens. So she might get back in the world and just go through the nightmares. Up until now it was quite realistic, so this is kind of like...
So, Lillian, have you been having any more thoughts since your last attempt?
All the time.
It seems as if you almost regret surviving the fire.
I don't know. I don't. It's so confusing. I didn't want to die, but I feel like I let them all down.
Let them down because you didn't save them? Or because you didn't die with them?
I don't know anymore.
Well, listen to me. No matter what, you deserve to live. I promise you. Lillian, you deserve to live.
I need to go. I can't do this right now. I can't.
wondering if the father dream success did not hide somewhere. Wait a second, that's a lot more. A painting depicting Christ's dead body. Okay, I did saw that. Oh, come on.
I'm sure you don't want to hear me ramble about mechanical engineering for another 20 minutes. Tell me more about you. You studied communications, right? What kind of job does that get you?
Well, right off the bat, not much. I couldn't find work, so I ended up backpacking through Europe for a year after college.
Oh, cool. I've always wanted to do something like that. I bet it was amazing.
Yeah, it was super fulfilling to see all those different ways of life. Really eye-opening. God, that was a long time ago.
Man, I'm jealous. I jumped right into work after school. Working 80 hours? You know how it is. Just expected to devote everything to it. It's like a religion. It took me a while to see how messed up it was.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can only imagine that it's like when somebody is going through like this kind of event and they are trying to kind of like get back into the get back into socializing, if it ever actually works, that what a fear has to be if you meet someone new and you actually attempt to know the truth about your past, as hard as it might be, because you feel that those people would feel way different about you after. But what if in this case you can't escape not the past itself, but not be able to stop them to learn the past, your past. Well, stuff like this has to be in the news, right? So it's almost quite impossible to hide it. That can make the life a living hell. Okay.
You have one unheard message. First unheard message sent yesterday at 7:15 p.m.
Lil, is everything all right? I've been trying to get a hold of you all day. Please pick up. I'm worried about you. Okay, just call me back. Love you.
End of message. To delete this message, press 7. Message deleted.
Feel of the guilt might be actually stronger. It's the same thing. Still can't lit up the flashlight, so let's get back to the car. What? Okay, this should be burned right now. Yeah. Of course.
I remember now. I tried not to. I thought I could move on. Pretend it hadn't happened. But here it is. I'm looking at it. I was here. We were all here. and now it's just me.
Oh, Lil, Jesus, there you are. I've been trying to get a hold of you for hours. Where are you?
I had to take care of something.
Look, are you okay? I was getting worried.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm heading home now. Tim, there's some things I need to tell you. I met Anne first, waiting for the bus. Normally, I avoid talking to just about anybody, but she struck up the conversation. She was so pleasant, so confident. She smiled at me as if she had known me as a kid, and we were just catching up after all these years. She told me she could tell I had a hole in my life. She knew what that was like, she said. She had also had a hole, but it was gone now. I asked her what she was selling, and she laughed and said nothing at all, that what she had to offer was free for anyone who wanted it bad enough. I asked her what had helped her. She just said, James.
Oh, God. I missed one tape, damn it. How did I miss one tape? Okay, well, I think I've done practically, if you don't count that one tape, I think we got all we could to understand the story. And yeah, it's not a game for everybody, or these kind of games, and I have to say this is kind of like really up to my alley. You usually see on my channel the online gaming and stuff, but I don't know, it was easier to begin with that, I think, but most of the time I really enjoy these kind of experiences. They don't have to be necessarily like based on true events. This was kind of like a coincidence or a lucky accident. I stumbled upon this, but not on this. But you can find so much in gaming these days. People are getting way more bolder to show stuff that before would be taken out of the context. You have to take these stories in the context that they are written, because this is a good game, this is a good experience, and a good warning to not fall for these kind of people. And of course, this is not supposed to be about every kind of religion. I'm not religious person myself, I'm atheist, but I do respect somehow religion. I do not have a good experience with it, but I will not say 100% that it can be good for someone. At least in our country, the Czech Republic, it is not taken that seriously. Or not seriously, it's just we don't have these fanatics here that much. So yes, there can be a good way how to perceive any kind of a religion, but it's about the, person view or mindset, I guess. So yeah, well, it's a good thing that many games, many media actually is kind of warning about the wrong side of things. Uh, there's a lot more games like this, of course, way more movies like this, of course. One of which is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice that I also touch upon a really like heavy stuff, but in that way that you should understand the people who are going through that, which is psychosis, mental illnesses. So yeah, just you have to take it in the right context. Of course, they could actually screw this up, but they didn't. If there's a game or movie that is talking about some sort of problems or not, it doesn't have to be a problem, but some sort of topic, a heavy topic, it doesn't have to mean they will always get it right, and that has to be said too. But this was the case that it was. I think the good thing about this game is that it doesn't exactly shove an opinion, or like straightforward opinion about this. So basically, you just have to make your own mind. But it's apparent that this was based on the wrong, or not wrong, bad things that happened before. Of course, this is taken as a inspiration only, so this is fiction kind of mixed with the inspiration. But yeah, I think that's enough of this. I don't think that there is much to say more about this. I'm not going to be trying to make some kind of a huge dramatic opinions on myself. It's not my place for it. I never lived through things like this. I never knew a person who would get through the cult. So yeah, it's not my place to judge or say much more. It's just like what I found and found interesting to actually show. So take that in the consideration, and I will try more do indie stuff, not literally like only the heavy stuff. Might be more the horror kind of type of things. But yeah, well, thank you for watching, especially if you will ever watch this like in a retrospective. And have a good night. Well, in my case, have a good night and have a good one. Thank you.